How does that compare with a normal 4-star that's just not banging as much?
It's more banging.
It's more banging. You said it.
Yeah.
Logic prevails.
It's in the
yet
words,
again.
Phil. It's all in the words.
So, welcome back, everybody. My name is Phil Marriott. Sean Vickers is here. We are collectively Boys on Film. Raj Rudolph is somewhere, probably at the BFI watching films, because we are covering the London Film Festival. Got the lanyard again. The lanyard's come out. I'm going to
really
put it away now.
I love my digital one. Paper free. Thank you, Phil.
Let's talk about Memory Box, not the Memory Box. Memory Box.
Let's talk about Memory Box. So,
Yeah.
Phil, you haven't seen this one, right?
I haven't. Over to you.
Oh, this was juicy. This was very early on in the festival for me. It follows 3 generations of women who are living in Montreal, but they are originally from Lebanon and escaped during the Civil War. It anchors around the mother, Maya, and her daughter, Alex. And Maya has some hidden secrets. And one day at their home in Montreal, some boxes arrive from Lebanon. And it has all of Maya's notebooks and journals about when she was growing up as a teenager. And Maya is incredibly closed off about this, so she doesn't want her daughter Alex to see them. And her mother, Tata, is saying, don't show them to Alex. And what you get really is Alex exploring who her mother is through these notebooks and stories and photos. Because in some way, there's a disconnect between Maya living in Lebanon and Alex growing up in Toronto. And there's a break. And in some ways, Maya hasn't revealed a lot about her past. And that really is the crux of the story.
I really like the sound of this story. It's a drama, right? It's not a documentary. Yeah, I mean, the story alone, without actually talking about the direction and the cinematography and everything else, I think it sounds fascinating.
It really drew me in. It's directed by Khalil and Joana Hadjithomas, excuse the pronunciations, my northern mouth, whose own journals from 82 to 88 served as the basis of the story. And they do some clever techniques to take you back. The soundtrack is fantastic, Phil. You would love the soundtrack, I thought of you, actually. And then they do kind of a lot of like layering and processes with the film to make it feel quite like a scrapbook. But really, it's the connection about what happens between Maya and her daughter Alex, and how Alex gets closer to Maya when she finds out more about Maya's history and what went on during the Civil War in Lebanon. For me, it was great. Really great.
Wow, I'm intrigued about that soundtrack now.
You'll get some like psychedelic furs. You'll get a bit of Blondie.
Ooh.
It's Maya's story from the early 80s in Lebanon. And it's very touching. I don't want to go too much into the detail because I don't want to reveal too much. But it really is about how these 3 generations of women come together through something I think they want to leave behind, but actually it's kind of like central to who they are as people. I know, I thought it was great.
Yeah, it does sound great. And I would give a big tick for the soundtrack alone, even without seeing it. There are so many films that I've seen this year at the LFF that have had amazing soundtracks. And I'll mention one film that was Last Night in Soho, Edgar Wright's film, which I didn't love as much as his previous films, but it did include Susie and the Banshees, Happy House on the soundtrack. So I was very excited about hearing that on the big screen, like with good sound system. Yeah, it was amazing.
Really fab. So I would recommend seeing this film. I would give it a banging 4 stars.
A banging 4 stars. So how does that compare with a normal 4-star that's just not banging as much?
It's more banging.
It's more banging. You said it.
Yeah.
Logic prevails.
It's in the words,
again.
Phil. It's all in the words. And yeah, no, it's great. I'm not sure when it comes on to general release, or if people can still catch it at the festival, but I thought it was really fab.
Excellent. So a banging 4 stars from Sean for Memory Box. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you love this video, give us a big thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't, why not? Because we need more subscribers.
Why haven't you subscribed?
And that's not desperate at all, is it?
No, not at all. Not one bit.
You can find us online. You can find us at philmarriott.net. And you can find Sean at unflopped.com. Is it unflopped.com?
You can find me at Joanarella as a human being, as a person. And you can find me at unfloppedpop on the socials.
And it's a fabulous podcast, even though I...
Thank you.
Well, I was going to say, even if I do say so myself, I'm not involved in it, but I just thought I'd put that out
like
there.
Osmosis, just vicariously involved.
So, yeah, see you soon, Sean, for more BFI LFF stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Phil. See you later, everyone.